everybody. Welcome back to Race for Vets. Do appreciate you being here. Hopefully, this will just be a short. I don't know yet. We'll find out what happens. Um, a man's word is his bond. If someone says something, you expect it to be done, unless something happens out of the ordinary. Elon Musk came through. He bought Twitter out. Our government was like mad and horned about it, and I see why now. Because he put out a lot of information about the Biden administration during the campaign of 2020. The Biden administration went to Twitter and told them to keep all conservatives quiet. Tell them it's misinformation, whether it be true or not. And they did it. The FBI went over there and talked to them. And Twitter bowed down to them. This is corruption. This is our First Amendment that was torn apart, our freedom of speech. This is what's going on right now with the other internets. We can't talk what we want to talk about without being kicked out. And it's bullshit. Totally bullshit. I give Elon Musk a lot of credit. He's going to get a lot of flack because of it. But he's a man of my own heart. He said the truth. You know what I mean? He wants freedom of speech for everybody. Our amendments are being corroded, taken away. They're after our Second Amendment. Hey, Chad, how you doing, buddy? You want to come on up? If you do, I'll send you a link. Our government is nothing but corruption. And I've said this before. It's a cancer that's spreading through our cities, counties, states, and government. It's all about money. It's not nothing to do with us. And the word government is mind control. The word United States is a corporation, a business. They don't care about us. They're influenced with other people. Hey, Guru. All right, guys, I'll let you in here. Hold on here. And it's a fake. Our government is a big fake thing. The more you realize that they're not out there to help you out, the more you realize that the only one who's going to help anybody out is you, yourselves. It's a big game. It is. And they don't care because they're going to be the winners because you're playing their game. I give Elon Musk a lot of credit. And do you know only one news station put it out, which was Fox? I went on SMNBC, nothing. CNN, nothing. Even my local channel here, ABC, nothing at all. Nothing was said about it. These news medias are in bed with Biden and the corporation. And every year they go to that big national White House dinner, these news medias, to get bought out. That's all it is. It's just nothing but corruption. You people better start waking up. Your government does not care for you at all. They care for themselves. How you doing, Chad?
Good, good. Hold on. Hello, hello.
Hello, Chad. You sound good. Sound real good.
You sound good as always.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. I got kind of a little perturbed of what's going on here with Elon. Did you see that with Elon Musk yet?
Yeah, I've been following it quite closely.
Yeah. A lot of news stations are not putting it out there. And he's got more stuff coming out too.
Oh yeah.
This is only just a touch of the. It's all corruption. I mean, our elections are corrupt. That's all there is to it.
Uh-huh. Guru's making his matcha. Look out.
A lot of luck there, buddy. And making it. Yeah, you'll be up here in a minute. I just tell you, the government is nothing anymore. They're not out for the people anymore. Get away from government. Stop paying your taxes. Stay at home. Don't even work. Screw them. The only way you can hurt government is if you don't give them any money, no taxes. Because they're going to be implementing that CBDC pretty soon. In fact, it should be in the works right now. The pilot of it. They want to try it out, see if it works.
They already know it. They already know it works.
Oh, do they? Ah,
Well,
well,
the thing is though, why do you think they did the why do you think they did the pandemic?
oh yeah, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, exactly.
To inject to inject everybody with the basis of the bonding agents for that. Come on.
To see if they're what are they going to do? Are they going to tolerate or are they going to just obey? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I'm done with this shit. I am totally done with it, man. This government can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. You know, and it's not just the Democrats; it's the Republicans as well. They're going to hold them accountable. You know, the Republicans ain't going to do shit. All they're going to do is a smoke and ponies show. You know, that's all it is.
Oh yeah, it's always a smoke and pony show.
Yeah, that's all it is. Make it look good, spend millions of dollars of money of our taxes, and not helping the American people out. You know, if you want to do something, get them in court, find them guilty if they're guilty, and throw them in jail for traitors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But they won't do it. They're all cahoots with each other. These people just don't listen. It's a big facade. It's a fake government. And boy, I'll tell you what, Elon Musk really put it out there today, though. Woo! My jaws dropped when I seen that.
Yeah.
So what's going on in Canada? Anything new?
Nothing really. Nothing really new.
Can Trudeau sit down now after he got a spanking from China?
I don't know. But you know the thing is, though, I laughed my ass off when I heard this. Oh, when the Chinese people started protesting against the government. Oh, it's okay for China to stand up and speak against their government, but it's not okay for Canadians to stand up and speak against their government.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Yep.
know?
Same thing here in America. You're right. You're absolutely 100% right about that. Yeah. Oh, they bow down to China. China's got it right by the gotchis. You know.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, I mean, people revolting in the street in China right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when you get leaders like Biden and yours, Trudeau over there kissing butt to Ping, you know, I mean, there's something definitely wrong. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm. Did you know about the trucker strike? About this? I just found this out about a week ago. Biden got involved in that trucker strike with Trudeau. Biden told Trudeau, "You better do something about your truckers, and you better do something fast
Yep.
because we don't want it over here." You know, and that's when Trudeau did that.
The Emergency Act. Yep.
Yep, yep, because of Biden. You know, they're just looking for trouble. You know, the United States do. They always look for trouble. They can't keep their nose to themselves. You know what I mean? And I think that was fabulous. That trucker was the trucker strike you guys had.
Well, I'll say it this way, and I've talked to enough people to know that there's more awake now here in Canada than there was. So if they try something again, anything, you know it's going to happen all over again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Except a little differently.
good, good. You got my full support. And if you need help over here, you know, to televise it, tell me. I'll do it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Any way I can help you out, you tell me, Chad. I'll be there for you. You know that.
I know that, right?
Mm. I just wish people would wake up over here.
You a guru, guru will join you and give his commentary this time.
Oh no, I gotta go. Not Guru. No, he wouldn't dare do this to me. I'm going to get the Guru expertise.
Well, it'll be guru. Oh, you'll have Frosty. You'll have the Bad Daily Club for sure.
No, Frosty, he's not feeling too good right now. He said he's got sinus problems and he's knocking the shit out of him. He's trying his best. You know, he lives in Florida.
I know what it's like.
Yeah. So he's going to be coming up eventually, but right now I'm just letting him low. I asked him, "Do you want to come up? You want to just take it easy?" He's, "Oh, I want to take it easy." I said, "Okay." So I'll start this. Uh, but yeah, people got to start waking up around here and Canada that your government don't give it. Don't even worry about the government. Fuck the government. What they should do is just stay at home for a month. Don't do nothing. Don't go to work and see what happens. They would shit. The government wouldn't. They wouldn't know what to do. They're losing money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's bullshit.
Well, the thing is, though, I mean, they collectively, their government is really royally pissed off on so many levels, different groups and different organizations, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen again. Mark my words. It may not be the exact, same as the last convoy, but there'll be a convoy.
Well, you can't have people like we have that we have to hurt and they don't, and they're the ones that set the rules, not the laws. They sit pretty. They want us to eat bugs. They want us to have a different ID number now called Real ID. The CBDC is coming up. I mean, they're going to be sitting pretty. This is the corporation don't give a damn about anybody, and it's all about money.
Oh yeah.
I listened to some college people on YouTube, and before they went to college, they said, "Well, can you afford it?" And they said, "Well, we're having a hard time." He said, "Well, why do you want to go to college?" "Well, I want to get my degree, and I want to get to know people. I want to mingle. I want to, get higher up and make money, and rub elbows to elbows." I said, "Geez, oh man, it's not helping American people out. It's just status." And that's what's tearing us up is these freaking college grads that don't know anything. They're a book of useless knowledge. Well, we need more trade people over here than we do college grads. It's a game.
No, it's a huge game. Huge game. They brainwash us into thinking that we need to have white collar jobs, and in order to be successful. When we need what we need is more blue collar people.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Kazookites. Well, you do have it bad, don't you?
Oh yeah, I suffer from chronic sinusitis. So.
Well, listen to your doctor writes here. Put a little bit of lemon in a jar and drink a fifth of booze.
Okay.
Guaranteed to help you out. At least you fall asleep. Wake up with a hangover tomorrow, but you'll feel better.
What's that?
Hold on. I'm going to start this video for a minute. It's a short one. Then we'll come back, okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
By that point in time, we'll have a guru probably.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Gurus. Hold on here. I got to talk to you in the back.
Big nude guy.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about something too. Nothing bad. It's just something that. Well, I'll talk to you guys in the back room in a while. But yeah, it's just something that Gru had said, and I'm like, wow, Oh, anyway, let me start this up. Hold on.
Right.
I wish I could find better music, but I'll tell you, this is the only kind of music you can find without being striked. Wow. Hold on.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Coates, and this is CNN Tonight. And it's almost election night again, because we are just 4 days away from the final election of the midterms. The Senate runoff in Georgia pitting Democrat Raphael Warnock against Republican challenger Herschel Walker. Now, early voters have turned out in really droves, in record numbers. And now Democrats are holding their breath until Tuesday, waiting to see if they will win a 51-seat majority. Plus, two of former President Trump's top White House lawyers testifying today to a federal grand jury in the criminal investigation of efforts to obstruct the peaceful transfer of power. Pat Cipollone reportedly testified for more than 5 hours. And we don't know what he said behind closed doors, but we can all agree 5 hours is a lot of time to answer a lot of questions. You wonder how many times you could really have a fruitful conversation about pleading the fifth and still go 5 hours. We're waiting to see what actually happened there. And yet, we know that the biggest moment yet for the World Cup, at least for Team USA, is yet to come as the underdogs take on the Netherlands tomorrow. Talking to someone who knows all about being a World Cup champion, one of the biggest stars ever on the women's team. Brandy Chastain is here and joining us soon.
Today, as Elon Musk promised the American people, he sent out a lot of information about Biden Hunter. It's about our freedom of speech. Our freedom of speech was being hindered. The Biden regime went after Twitter and told them not, I repeat, not to allow any conservatives to say anything on Twitter, not to mention other probably internet providers. But Elon Musk put it out there. One of the biggest things in the world, our First Amendment, our freedom of speech, and the Biden regime did this before the elections of 2020. This is how much corruption is going on in America. This lady here belongs to CNN, and I also watched Andrew Cooper for an hour. Not a word was mentioned about it. Elon Musk, nothing at all. They're keeping it very, very quiet. This makes me sick. And they talk about democracy. There's no democracy in America no more. It's only democracy for the elites, the rich, the corporations, the news media. They can kiss my butt. This lady here on CNN, she's just as crooked as a dog's cocking his leg up, hitting a fire hydrant, All right, let's keep going and listen to
This
Fox
is the bombshell
News.
here. By 2020, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One exec would write to another, more to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back, handled. Wow. Joining me now is Molly Hemingway, Fox News contributor and editor-in-chief at The Federalist, Mike Davis of the Internet Accountability Project. He also clerked for Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch, and Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA. Molly, we've been waiting for this information. Obviously, we're going to learn more and more as time goes on. But what do you make of the evolution from Twitter in its early days to Twitter in the election cycle of 2020, especially in the fall, with the laptop story having been revealed?
This social media company changed so much about how we can communicate. It started out as a platform for free speech, free thought, and free debate. What happened in the 2016 election was that former President Donald Trump, then a candidate, was able to bypass the propaganda and hostility of corporate media by using social media to speak directly to the American people. And it worked, and he won election. When that happened, social media companies said they would never let it happen again.
Okay, now we're going to go to MSNBC to see what they say. Probably nothing.
That makes me somewhat optimistic.
Okay, this is MSNBC.
Folks would prefer normal to Looney Tunes. That's a good thing.
Obama's a Looney Tune himself. He's a piece of shit.
And you knew there was a but. I'm here to tell you that we can't let up.
Oh, no, can't do that. No.
I'm here to tell you we can't tune out.
No.
We can't be complacent. We have to run through the tape.
Didn't happen this time. But Republicans will take back control of the House in 32 days. the Republicans who idolize Kanye, Elon, Trump will take control of the House. The tweet's gone, but what remains? Joining us now, Melissa Murray, professor of law at New York University, and Jennifer Rubin, a Washington Post opinion columnist. They are both MSNBC analysts. Also with us, Ruth Ben-Ghiat, a history professor at NYU and author of Strong Men, Mussolini to the Present. Thank you all very much.
These people are so full of shit. This is why we're losing America. This is why we have so much corruption in America. I mean, it's just spreading like cancer, like I said. We have lost America. You have these news groups right here that are just paid off. You can see that with Elon Musk, what he put out today. And that's just one of many he's going to be putting out. This makes me sick. It does. And you want me to trust the government? No, I don't think so. The government can kiss my ass, you know. God have pity on you people.
The government only
World War III coming up. Oh, yeah. Big time, you know. I'm tired of the bullshit. All right, I just wanted to show you what was going on. Thank you. Vice Professor out.
America!
Oh my God, the ball man.
Yeah, they're a little less blue today.
Been using them, eh? Hi, Eddie.
No, I just followed your
Hey,
recipe for clearing your sinuses.
I want to see how Chad says it.
It works.
it's one of them itches in the center of the brain. Is
There you go, Chad. I'm telling you, I'm a good doctor.
Yeah, I'll give testiconia.
Testiconia?
Yes,
Testiconia.
number one testimonial.
Testiconia. Yeah. Well, you see what's going on today. He put it out there in front of everybody to try to take away our freedom of speech. He bought out Twitter. I don't know if you knew that or not. And they didn't like that because then he got information saying that Biden and Hunter went after Twitter to tell everybody who had freedom of speech, conservatives, you know, to get rid of them before election time and make sure they stay there. They never expected Elon Musk to buy Twitter. And now he's putting out information. And I'm trying to tell people America is a big joke. It's a facade. It's nothing. It's all corruption. And people should get away from government as much as they can, be reliant on themselves, because government ain't going to take care of them.
Really? You mean
Did I say
I have to make up my own bed? Oh no.
But hey, dude, you have a fruity for that.
Oh no. I forgot to ask. Fruity, you're supposed to make the bed.
Bang.
What you say? She says
we will touch them a banana.
Yes, I am a testimonial.
And eat some pistachios.
Right. I am a testimonial that the hot toddy works. Just look at me nose.
You got a hell of a sinus conditioner, buddy. Wow.
I blow it every day. It just doesn't fix the problem. I don't know why.
Tell Fruity we said hi.
Fruity, everyone says hola. Hello, everyone.
Bonjour, Fruity, ça va?
Whoa, listen to Chad.
What was that? Bonjour, Fruity. What?
Ça va?
Ça va. Bonjour, Fruity, ça va.
Parlez-vous anglais?
Gee, ça va, très bien, basha, something.
You make a good conversationist.
Yeah, I am an excellent translator.
Oh, we got somebody else here. Who's this? 69XX.
That's my girlfriend.
Girls. All right.
That's a picture for the girls.
Except that was 69. I'm 70.
That's that fucking troll page, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you doing, Steve? If you're still there. He comes and he goes fast. I don't know if he's there or
Hello,
not.
Steve.
Hello.
Steve.
Oh, and by the way,
And
excellent comment in the chats there. Mainstream media always lies to its people. Yes, it does.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't because like I said before, I had doubts. I couldn't get the puzzle together. Guru is the one that helped me out. He put the puzzles. I mean, we had a little arguments back and forth, but he was right. He was definitely right. And me and Frosty see what's going on now for sure. And problem is, I can't get out of it totally, much as I'd like to. But I can see what's going on. And I'm trying to wake up other people because of Guru here helping me out. And
The
it
money
is, like,
matrix is definitely a conundrum, but the way out is through baby steps, typically.
yeah, what's I'm trying to do? My God, I spent a lot of money so far trying to get out of this deal.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like I got to
Oh.
spend a fortune to get out of my
Yeah.
slavery. Yeah.
It's bull. I'm trying to figure out, wow.
Well, the thing about it is, I mean, it comes down to we're so conditioned to running things a certain way. The reality is there's land all over the place that all the rest of nature is accessing without paying for it, but us stupid humans think we got to pay for it. So because we're so conditioned to think like that, we have to do all this extracurricular stuff from the get-go that hinders us from just going out and selecting a piece of land somewhere and just utilizing and accessing the land. We got this preconceived notion that somehow that's squatting for human beings, but the rest of the nature isn't squatting by doing that for some reason. It's beyond me,
Yeah, well, it's 20 years. If I was 20 years younger, I'd be over looking for land. Just say to hell with it. I'm going to do it here. I mean, I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's really the key.
They could take your house. Some of these people, they can go to what do they call that damn thing? Register, sign something to it, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. They can take your house. Some guy. They advertise it on TV.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what? Well, then stop the damn thing. But they won't.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's where it comes down to the crux of the situation, where you separate the men from the big boys. The men from the little boys, whatever that saying is. Little boys are going to buck the knee and secede not secede and acquiesce to the system out of fear, but the big boys are going to say, fuck this, we're gonna make our own society. And if somebody wants to come and try and tear us down, well, that's an act of terror, an act of war, and we're going to defend ourselves. We're going to do what we need to do.
Well,
that's the number one thing that when you're living in a cult, that the biggest thing that the cult leaders and rulers fear you ever thinking about is exactly what I just said. Because if you start thinking like that, they no longer have you by the balls.
They are in a cult. They're a satanic cult. I mean, 30 years ago, you wouldn't even hear about people being killed, because they want to be killed, because they're not right in the head or something, or they're just depressed. Instead of taking them to the hospital, helping them out, now we'll kill them.
There's that too, but I'm I'm putting forth for consideration that the entire operation of America and Canada and all of that is a cult. That's why it's called culture, right? You were born in a cult, and the first sign that you're born in a cult and live in a cult is when you question the narrative of the status quo. You get resistance. That's your first clue that you're in a cult right there. And your second clue is that when you try and leave the cult, you'll get resistance to the point of death. Right? That's your second clue. You're in a cult.
What's that, Eddie?
Yep, that happened to me many times.
And the reason is because your slave rulers are counting on you to stay in the roost so they don't have to do their dirty laundry. That's really what it's all about.
Damn shame.
So you can either acquiesce and hopefully you have a heavy enough face mask while you're doing the laundry, Or you can grow some balls, like the one on my nose. And
That's what I put out there yesterday. Did you see what they did yesterday? The
Who's
French guy, what's his name? I forgot the guy's name. Fruity should know who he is. The president.
Jacques Chirac. Jacques Chirac, is it?
I think it is.
She will know, I'm sure. But she didn't report anything. Why? What's up with it?
Well, he the French man came to see Biden at the White House.
Oh.
All right, now here's the deal. They bought 200 lobsters to Maine, be flown to Washington. People are not allowed to go lobster hunting anymore because of the nets might hurt the environment, the whales. They never had an incident with a whale yet, but yet they stopped the people from getting their livelihood taken away for, catching lobsters in Maine. But yet Biden needed 200 lobsters. Pretty good, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, in other words, save them for us.
Mm-hmm. This is what's going on, people. They're telling you one thing, they're doing another.
That's always been the way.
I didn't think lobster fishermen used nets. I thought they used traps.
It exactly is what they do. Exactly. It's exactly what they do. That's why there's never been no whale ever been trapped in with a net. You hit it right on the head. But yet they stop them because, you're using nets. They don't use nets. They use traps.
Yeah.
These people are
Narcissism 101 is upside down methodology. Whatever they tell you, just flip it to the opposite, and that's the truth.
Mm-hmm. They said, and I didn't know about this. I heard it yesterday. There has been more people that bought guns in the past 2 years than ever before since Biden been in. I mean, people just by the millions are buying guns.
Good.
Yeah, they are buying guns left and right.
And the
they're trying
news
to take it away.
flash for the Canadas, they keep restricting our fucking guns.
You should, well, not you, but I mean, the Canada people should start saying, "Hey, we want our gun rights back now," or just say the hell with it and just buy a gun.
Yeah, the second one, you're on par there. The second one, listen to the second one of what Rach just said.
Yeah,
ignore the first.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a lot of the farmers that I've met through being here in Ontario that I've met, a few of them I've talked to. What they're doing, they're like, fuck that shit. We're not turning over fucking shotguns.
Yeah. Well,
free people don't follow rules.
No,
it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Only idiots follow rules. Only people who want a ruler follow rules.
Yeah, I don't want no freaking ruler. I got my own life I can do myself. You know what I mean? Who the hell needs them people?
And this is what,
what?
Right? And this is what, here's the meat and bones of this thing. It'll make you, when you understand this to the pinnacle, it'll make your head shake every time people whine, bitch, and complain about government. What they're telling you is they're complaining about their ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting to the root and saying, I just don't want a ruler and I'm not going to have a ruler. No, I don't like this ruler. I want a different ruler. I want that ruler over there or this ruler over there.
I want to become the ruler.
I want to become the ruler. Exactly. It can be a better ruler than the other rulers.
Yeah.
Right? It's psychotic.
I'd rather have a compass.
I'd rather have a compass. Yeah. Get the hell out of Dodge. Yeah. With a compass, you have to get out. It just, well, that's just, I'm just waiting for it. 2023 is going to be the most exciting year of the year. Trust me, it's going to come.
I'm so excited.
It's
just can't
hide it. Didn't work for Captain Jack, was it? Didn't it?
Oh, you're getting yourself prepared, aren't you, Eddie? Getting food and everything else. You too, Chad?
Yeah.
I don't answer questions.
Damn. Where were you on the February 25th, 1970?
Chad is the food.
Chad is the food.
We have, gentlemen, we have pistachios.
Yeah, yeah, that'll get things going.
I'm going to start a tobacco and pistachio farm tomorrow.
Still waiting for a shipment of bananas, though.
What's that, Chad?
Still waiting on that shipment of free bananas that I'm supposed to give to people.
Well, I didn't hear about this.
You missed the stream. You could have got lots a couple streams ago with Freely.
Ah, dang.
Well, they're going to lay off 10,000 people in Amazon next year.
Yes, there is no bananas. No
Well,
bananas today.
You know, I still can't think about that. I told my wife about that. I says, this girl eats 30 bananas, in a day time.
Yeah.
I didn't show her the picture, but yeah, I told her.
That was an accident, I'm sure.
I showed her some 80-year-old lady eating bananas.
Thank God for Photoshop.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, is there a Taliban in the building?
Well,
Wow.
the telly man is telling is crying because he can't tell you bananas.
Oh, what was that song? Telly Banana. What was that song they played in?
Hey, Mr. Taliban, tally me banana.
That's it. Yep.
Daylight comes and they wanna go home.
Ole.
That's 6 foot, 9 foot bunch.
Oh, I've been playing your song out there, Eddie.
What's that?
I've been playing your song out there, Mad Mad World.
I know, sing it.
12B in the house.
12B's here.
In the chat.
Come on up, 12B. Come on up if you want to. Ain't nobody up there anyway.
He won't come up. He's not that nice.
You guys like hanging out with the nude guy?
He is a cucumber man.
Hey, man, we get you pistachios. Uh-oh. Who's it? Oh, no. You guys didn't have to. Oh, man, we're in trouble.
Why are we in trouble?
My reverse psychology worked.
Yep. The only problem, he ain't talking. Uh-oh, he might have some problems.
He's not nice. See?
I don't think
he's
he's
not
in.
nice enough to talk.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I don't think he's on mute. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Yeah. What up?
What's up?
Wow. What the hell's going on?
Hey, 12B, that's audio you sent me? I couldn't hear nothing out of that phone of mine. It was so low, I couldn't hear nothing.
Oh, well. How dare I, huh?
He just broke up, too.
I said,
Where'd
how
you go?
dare I?
Oh, they're
Yeah.
right there. We know how you are. Oh, my God.
I'm tired
Uh-oh.
as heck, man. I had a long day today.
Well, we just lost Eddie.
Lost Eddie.
Not here, man.
How do we lose Eddie?
He was never here. He was a figment of your imagination, right?
I guess so. Yeah, he just disappeared on us.
Yeah,
Come on up, Eddie.
We put up all the Christmas stuff today, the tree and the wreaths and all that crap.
So what'd you buy us for Christmas?
You didn't tell me you're into witchcraft.
Who? Oh, Eddie.
You.
Sorry, guys.
Putting up that tree with decorations.
I did the boo-boo.
Welcome to Rights Frontier, then. I do it all the time. Believe me. Well, you were there when I had that live stream that accidentally touched my phone and shut everything off.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the old bastard tonight? Down in Florida.
He's not feeling too good.
No, he's still not feeling good, huh?
No, that sinus is kicking his ass right now.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not feeling too good. I just talked to him. He
Yeah,
sent me some stuff.
He needs to take some horse paste. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the guy. I do.
just want to thank you, 12B, for alleviating me of my pronoun, the old bastard. I appreciate that.
You still have the pronoun, the nude guy.
Oh, I'm going to hear this tomorrow. I know that now. Yeah, you guys will be taking off. I'm going to hear it on the phone. My phone's going to explode.
Why do you have some nude guy on your channel?
Wow.
Yeah, hey, it's been busy trying to keep up with the news lately, huh?
Yeah, you seen about the Elon Musk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, they put it to us pretty. Just before the election day, they put everybody at quiet, misinformation.
Yeah, I know. It's so shocking, isn't it? I can't.
Yeah.
How dare they? I can't believe it.
And you ready for this? The Republicans going to go after him in January. That's going to be a smoke and mirror. They ain't going to do shit to him. What are they going to do? Just
They ain't gonna do shit. Bro.
nah. They're just.
I kind of missed the narrative when you were presenting it there. I was stirring my match. What did Elon do?
Elon, he bought Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the government didn't want him to buy Twitter, and he just, he's no good. The guy. I mean, they loved the guy at first until he was a Democrat. He became Republican for freedom, for speech. So they bought Twitter, and they gave him a hell of a time. He finally got it, and he walks in with a sink in his hand as first day of Twitter, and meaning that I'm going this is going to sink in when I get done with you. Talking to everybody, all the workers.
Right.
So he brings in a sink, and then he told everybody, he says, I am going to get all of Biden's secret documentation that was written because they depress the conservatives' freedom. He said, I'm going to start sending it out. And he did today. And it showed that Biden regime, the FBI went to Twitter, told them to keep quiet. Anybody who's a conservative talks against Biden, kick him out. And they did.
Bastards.
Yeah. So he's got other stuff coming out. So
he's wait a sec. So let me see if I get this right. So he's censoring anybody who's anti-Biden. Is that am I getting that right?
No, he's doing the opposite. No, he's allowing the freedom. He's allowing conservatives to talk. Biden is the one that censored everybody before the election of 2020.
Okay. Right.
And no one knew about this. They had suspicion, but he gave documentation proving it. What the Biden did, the regime.
Okay.
All right. Now they're up in the airport. There's one news network, which is Fox, talked about it. MSNBC didn't say anything. CNN didn't say nothing. Our local news didn't say nothing. They kept it all quiet about Elon Musk taking out the documentation. You know what I mean? So they're trying to keep it quiet.
Hey, bro, all that shit, it's just a big distraction.
Of course.
Well, I just want to show people.
I don't care, Elon and Yee or whatever that guy is. I don't give a flying.
I know you.
The big channels are actually talking about it proper. Like they're giving the real news. Like you're talking like Popcorn Planet and.
It's just wrestling with a suit and tie.
Yeah. But anyway, he was on fucking Alex Jones.
Yeah.
And he gave a synopsis on it anyway.
Yeah, I wish I had some LSD. I'd take some every day of the week.
Give me a call after the show, will you?
Hey, he's added some shrooms. I wouldn't mind being out where they sell the shrooms in Colorado, I think.
I don't sell shrooms. Just give me a call.
Hop on in, Chad, if you want to talk. Don't keep quiet.
I'm broke this month. I've been prepping like a big dog, man. I got all sorts of shit this month, man.
I hope you got that blow up doll for me. The one
I sell forging books. They work.
Anyway, go ahead.
We have the lovely Raquel.
I gotta have the smoke.
Anyway, what I'm trying to do, and I think Toby, and I know the rest of you know this. I'm just trying to wake people up. Hey, stay away from government. They ain't worth a shit. They ain't gonna do nothing for you other than shaft you. Bend over and here it comes. That's all they're gonna do for you. They're not gonna do nothing for you at all. That's why they call it a corporation, right, Guru?
Yep. Their sole purpose is not to provide benefit to anybody but themselves.
Mm.
There's a channel called Law and Crime. You should like that. Oh, that's given the real news.
What's it called?
Law and Crime.
That sounds good.
They're given the proper like that. Like they actually give the like the. I mean, like they're all like they're not fucking mainstream media. They're proper. Like they give proper news.
My question to you is, how are you surviving over there? Do you guys have heat over there?
Well, I mean, I top up like from time to time on a gas meter, and like instead of using the paper bill, I use like the pay as you go card.
I'm not quite following what you mean.
Which is actually more like much more efficient than like a paper bill, like a utility bill.
Oh, I got you now. Okay, utility bill. Okay, I heard. Yeah. Yeah, there's. Oh, yeah.
If you want to burn some politicians, you might have some free heat for a while.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad day. Roast them. Really?
Yeah.
You could. Weenie roasts are good when they're free.
No roasting on an open
Well,
fire.
the big boys need overheating, that's for sure. Like Michael Martin and Leo Varadkar and all those boys.
Oh, they're contemplating maybe on a war. Get ready. We might have a war yet. It might be coming. So get
Awesome.
ready.
Oh, it's
Yep.
definitely coming
Yeah.
over here because we put a vote no confidence in the government over here.
Good. Glad to hear it. Kids are smart. They just leave. Wouldn't even go. Let them find you.
Well, I can say this: we're definitely all living on the edge of a revolution.
Good. We need it. We don't need government. We know we can take care of
Yeah,
ourselves.
Hey, wait till people get hungry and cold. They'll figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they'll figure it out real quick.
They got two choices: either die or start eating something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll march down to your city hall and go in there.
When that last cricket doesn't taste so good anymore.
Pistachios, anybody? I'm going to make $1 million on this.
There is food shelters over there, isn't there?
There's a what?
There is food shelters over there, isn't there?
Future filters?
No, food shelters. He's talking about
I'm sorry. God, my headphones ain't working right.
Yes.
No. Not really. We got some.
There's places you can go to get food if you don't have any money. You can get free stuff.
Oh, that's what he means. Yeah.
Yeah. I knew what he meant when he said food shelters because I've heard it used here. I've heard it used in the Canadas.
Well, when I went to that cattleman's, we drove back and we happened to see a bunch of people getting food from a food bank. And I said, I didn't know it was a food bank. My wife says, yeah, it's a food bank there. She says, they come in every Tuesday.
That's what you call it, don't you? Food bank, isn't it?
Yeah. But they're running out of food over here because there's so many people.
Yeah. Yeah,
well,
so
you can't have
that's
everyone
the
on
thing
welfare,
about
can you?
that's the thing about food banks. Like, some people get more than others.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well, I just found out something that these
Stop
illegals
telling
that
my secrets, Eddie.
are coming in, they don't have to
Oh,
have
I
ID.
know. I'm well versed in Canadian secrets.
Oh, really? Hey, listen, me and you
I
got to
did
talk
live
after the
there for
show.
a year.
Well, me and you gonna have to talk after the show. We'll get rid of these two Canadians. I got a lot to ask you.
There's two.
Yeah.
We'll call them bananas to be grand.
Guru's not a Canadian. He's a Freedarian, I think, isn't it? Guru is what you call it.
I'm a blue ballarian.
A blue Bolarian.
A blue ball Aryan.
A testicarian.
Sounds more like a disease than it does a country. Wow.
We got to check for lumps.
Hey, somebody came up in chat. They had hot girl pictures for you.
Yeah, I seen that. Not anymore. I kicked them out.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
I'm not interested in that. It's bad enough that
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably get shot with my wife. She sees something like that.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to click on those links.
No.
Wife standing behind him in case he looks at any of those free hot girl pictures, right, with the frying pan. That's why he disappears every once in a while.
That's been going on in a lot of streams there. Like, I have to say, like that.
Yeah, it's the bug is back again. I think it's genius. It's just somebody who's got a little bit of coding experience that implanted a little virus again in YouTube's code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just to showcase how fallible, it doesn't matter how big the corporate is, they're not foolproof by far,
Right. Yep. Yeah, so hell, I watched the news tonight from 7 o'clock all the way. I listen to different shows, one at 7, one at 8, one at 9, one at 10. Shit, I just finished up about a half an hour ago.
Did they say anything about the Elon Musk incident?
Just he leaked out some information, but I don't think it was anything that we didn't already know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody already kind of knew.
Edward Snowden and Julian Assange kind of did the forefront to that. I think Elon just wants his little claim to fame.
Exactly. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
In the whistleblowing niche,
Yeah, just a publicity stunt,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get rid of
The guy's worth about $50 billion. He didn't get that way being a dummy.
That's right. Well, he's your classic case of obvious controlled opposition. There's no doubt about that. He's a complete puppeteer and shill. His purpose is just your classic false hope narrative and distraction narrative. That's all.
Yeah, trust the plan, right?
Right. He's the guy's he's the modern day, he's the $1 billion Jesus, right? He's gonna save you from your sins.
Yeah, the next big distraction from Q.
Right. yeah. It's when Q didn't work so well, at least you got Elon.
Oh God. And then they tried the
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
then they tried the flu on us, and I mean it just goes from one thing to another. Ukraine, what's next?
They're trying it again.
Oh, the coof?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I saw that thing out in LA. They gotta wear masks again.
Right? Not that we didn't see this coming. Surprise, right?
California deserves exactly what they get. People. They wanted them people in. They got them.
Oh yeah. Hey, I was just down at the VA a couple of days ago. They're like mask Nazis there, dude. They'll yell at you if your shit's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm just gonna say,
Hey, I go in there. I just put it over my nose. I leave my mouth out of the mask. They get pissed at me, dude.
I'm just gonna,
You know,
I'm just,
the mask punched up over my nose, and that's it. My mouth is in the open. They just look at me like WTF.
Well, you tell them it didn't come with instructions.
Hey, and then they say something to me about it, and I pull it down just a little bit. And they look at me again, and they're like, well, you have to cover your mouth. And I'm like, oh, okay. They get
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do with that thing? You're supposed to put it over your mouth? I thought you were supposed to wear it wear it over your ears.
Oh, good God. I'm telling you, just put it on your forehead, right? Yeah, I'm good to go. I'm wearing a mask.
Sure ain't a Biden's G-strap?
Oh, God, dude. I get on there. That place is insane. It took me 2 hours for my appointment the other day. I sat there for 2 hours. Finally, I said, it's time to go home. I get up. I says, hey, I'm leaving, man. I've been waiting 2 hours. Oh, hold on a second. So they call me back there. I see the doctor, and I says, hey, what's with me waiting 2 hours out in the waiting room? He goes, oh, we didn't even know you were here.
Wow.
I said, dude, I checked in at 10 o'clock, and it's 12:30 right now. You didn't know I was here? He goes, no. I just shook my head. Boy, was I pissed.
Ain't nothing but the best for us vets, you know? Come and kiss my ass.
Not a word of that is a lie. I sat there for 2.5 hours for nothing.
Well, people better start waking up there about the government, because they ain't going to do shit for you. Nothing.
don't
But
hold your
take your
breath.
money. Yeah, really.
Oh, and
They
then
gonna
I
do
see, hey, then I see the doctor after waiting 2.5 hours, and he goes, oh, everything's fine. We'll see you in 6 months.
Yeah.
I was like, good to go, doc. Thanks for giving me a headache and high blood pressure today.
You know, instead of them checking your records out fully, all they do is go back to the last appointment you had, and that's it. They don't check the whole thing.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the hell
No.
going on with you. You know what I mean? They have no idea.
Yeah, they really don't.
No.
I mean, this was the first time I had ever seen this doctor. He had no idea who I was, you know?
The only thing they want is your estate if you have one.
I'm just trying to play the game, you know? Let's try to keep my appointments.
You'll lose every time.
Yeah, you'll lose every time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep all my appointments, you know what I'm saying? So they don't cut me off.
Yeah, they'll do it. They will. They'll do that too. They will. He's right.
Hey, they already did it, man. I was 50% years ago, and they cut me down to 10 because I missed an appointment.
Just the way they are. You earned it.
Yeah.
If they fuck with you. If they fuck with you with it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, but you just, you know, if you want to get something from them, you got to play their little game. So.
Well, you didn't really think that scammers were going to fulfill their end of the deal, did you?
Ah, good God, dude. They make you jump through hoops, believe me.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Right, because it makes them money, and then when you finally get there, it would cost them money, right?
But,
so they're going to make money either way.
Yeah, but hey, I'm steadfast refusing all government juice, you know, that when they stick it in your arm. Yeah.
Eventually they're going to.
Yeah, I told them, no, I don't want nothing to do with it.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? Eventually they're going to say you're going to either take it or you're going to lose your funds. You watch. It's going to happen.
Well, that's when I'll have to just go on a mission.
You know.
Whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
I'll just finally snap like a dry twig and just head to somewhere to do something.
I'll send you an address when the time comes.
Oh, good God, dude.
I'm still making my way to that address.
We all live in a nudie submarine.
Oh, Fruity's going to like that. Yeah.
There's the bathroom is free. It's just on the roof.
Hey,
When you get done, just let it air dry.
We do all your laundry for you too. You get a lot of perks around here.
I know Gannon's writing this stuff down. You writing this down, Gannon?
Yep.
I bet she really tells people, oh, we're a bunch of crazy freaking Americans and Canadian people I talk to.
It's one thing on my submarine, you get all you can drink water.
How's DJ doing, Gannon?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's been up and about like pretty much most of the week actually. So it was only this week she fulfilled like she broke free of the the sickness that she had. So
I feel sorry for that girl.
Like she hasn't had like too much of what she had, you know. But so it's I mean she's on she's having a little vacation.
She's up. Bless her heart. Good. You know,
excuse me.
if she was a man, she'd have bigger balls than something I know. You know that? Seriously, that girl's got guts in her.
She does.
She does. Excuse me. I respect DJ. I do. Excuse me.
You sneeze once more, we're gonna have to call it Exorcist. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah. Hey, pass more of those schmoons, will you, Phoebe?
What are you going to do if I sneeze?
Hallelujah.
We need an old priest and a young priest.
We can breathe again. We can breathe again.
At this point, what difference does it make?
Chemtrails in the left nostril or the right? Take your pick.
Oh, good job. I'm telling you, dude. Shit. I mean, you watch the news every day and you just sit there and look at it like you got to be kidding.
I only watched it today just to see what's going on with Elon Musk, you know. See if they're going to put the news on there or not.
Like I said, though, like here in one of the things that was on the news here today in Canada. I don't know if you saw it or not, Guru, but basically, maybe yesterday. But anyway, Justin Trudeau says to the people in China that are protesting, "Oh, you have the right to protest your governments."
Yeah.
What? Okay. And what did you do when your people protested? Did you invoke the Emergency Act on a bunch of peaceful truckers and families and blue collar workers that were just there to try to talk to you?
Yeah, and then stole their bank accounts.
Yeah.
Emptied their freaking bank accounts.
Like a thief. Like a thief in the night. Yep.
Good guy. Yeah, that's what
Yep.
That's what the UN is doing to Russia. They just stole $300 billion from them.
What?
Yeah. Russia had some assets tied up, you know, somewhere that the UN could get their hands on it, and they took $300 billion from Russia.
Whoa. We're going for war.
It's more dog and pony show, though. Just remember.
I don't know. Yeah. We might be going to war.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. Well, I mean, we've been in this perpetual state of war. It's just, you know, that's they'll just do whatever they need to do as an excuse. Mark my words on something. Listen to me very careful here. They need an excuse to turn the on button of the next phase of their agenda, which is what they've been doing in China, North Korea, and perhaps some other areas worldwide. They need an excuse to do that. And I would almost bet everything, and I'm not a betting man, that excuse is happening in 2023. None of us are going to know what it is until it happens, but when it happens, it's going to be very obvious what it is.
Oh yeah.
The Koof thing that just happened was the pre-show to that. So it could be another thing like that, or something along the lines, but totally different in its narrative. But it will be for that purpose. And once that happens, the rest of the narrative of where the rubber meets the road, whether or not you're going to be a free individual and take matters into your own hands, or be a subservient slave to the highest degree from that, will come to a head. And I reckon it's going to be next year. If it's not, it won't be too far after that. But mark my words, if you're going to do something to take matters in your own hand, time is running out. Now's the time to do it.
Yep. I'm gonna have to put on my Wolverines t-shirt for my Red Dawn.
Well, these rulers, they're not saying anything that's going to happen. They keep their mouth shut, and they act like they're so freaking, oh, we're going to help the American people. Oh, we're going to help you. Yeah, they're going to help you. All right, they're going to bend you over. Next,
Oh,
who wants this guy? Next, yeah.
They don't call it a nanny state for nothing, seriously, right? It literally, it's that, right? They give they're there to give you spankings for your ignorance while you continue to beg for your spankings,
Well, I can honestly say I didn't vote this year, so I gave up. And I'm glad I did too, because after what I just heard today, yeah, it was all a conundrum. You're not going to win either way.
No, there's no winning in that game.
No.
Participation is failure by default. Couple quotes of the days. I got a thing in the basement there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking
you should be.
I'm sorry. Help me,
you
Gannon.
should be.
Help me, Gannon. He's my lawyer. Help me, Gannon.
Sorry doesn't cut it. Where's my compensation?
Give him some cricket gum, will you? No, give him some smooths there, will you? 12B.
Yeah, sure.
Fix that nose of his.
Few latest quotes of the day. Who wants to read it?
Be grateful for those who oppress you and scam you. Forgive you the opportunity to learn you didn't already realize.
For those who mess with you, oppress you, scam you.
Learn what you didn't realize.
But you didn't know or already realize. That's true too. That is true. Like me, yeah. I didn't realize what was going on.
You see it? That's a very important thing to realize. If somebody scams you, and no matter who it is, i.e. government, you should be appreciative.
I didn't quite hear that. Who was what now? I.e. what?
Government.
Oh. Nonchalantly. Okay, yeah.
When somebody scams you, they did you a favor. They gave you an opportunity to learn something. So you should be appreciative of that. And you should learn the lesson they taught you.
Well, that'd be like me going to Chad or you or 12B or Gannon and say, hey, let me have a couple bucks next week. Let me have another couple bucks. Well, look, I need more money than that. Give me screw you. That's what the government's doing. The government's doing that to us.
Well, yeah. Well, what you taught me is that you taught me a lesson that you're not a person I can trust. Thank you. I appreciate you. You took you made me fast track the truth. You know, I know the reality now. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't have to take risks and waste my time and my energy with you.
Mhm.
Right?
That makes sense.
Life is short, right? I would rather cut to the mustard as fast as possible and not waste any time. You know, in
Yeah.
truth. I had this. I was standing on a street corner one time. No, I wasn't prostituting. That was the other corner.
You know what I'm thinking of looking one.
I was actually, it was at this cafe that I used to
Back
frequent.
when you wore clothes?
What makes you think I ever did such a thing?
What the hell?
I was born naked. You know this. Okay. So it was a little cafe, a jam cafe that I used to frequent. I went there almost every day. And so I was waiting for it to open. I was standing outside in the front having a cigarette. This is back in the time where I used to smoke, obviously. And this crackhead comes walking by. And she's like, "Can I buy a cigarette off you? Or can I buy two or whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatnot." And normally, if I was in a giving mood, I would just give it to them. But actually, I needed 50 cents to buy another pack. I only had 3 smokes left. So I'm like, okay, I think I'll take it from her, right? So I took the coins and I gave her the 2 cigarettes, and she was walking away, and she kind of gave me a smirk or whatever. And she started to slow down. And I said, "Thank you." And I looked in my hand, and the coins were they weren't money. It was some kind of like tokens or something, about maybe a board game or whatever, right? And I'm looking and I'm going, "What the hell?" And she turned around. She was like, "Oh, sorry. Do you want the smokes back?" And I said, No. You keep the smokes. You did well. You earned that. I appreciate that. You keep the smokes. Thanks for the tokens."
So it was candy tokens, was it?
And the thing is, I was very genuinely grateful for her to teach me, this little magic trick that I don't have to be ignorant to the next time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wasn't mad at her or upset. I was like, "Thank you for showing me that. I appreciate it."
Oh yeah. Hey, when I lived up north after I rode the subway for about 6 months, believe me, you weren't gonna fool my ass.
I'll tell you.
You know
I'll
what
tell
I'm
you.
saying?
I'll tell you a true story that just wow. Oh, at this day, I still can't believe it. I had to work in a church. I was told to work on the boiler system. All right, water was leaking, and I had to figure that out. So I'm getting my tools ready in the truck. Now this is early in the morning. Now it's like about 10 o'clock. Okay, not early, but 10. So I'm in the back of my truck there, and I jump out of the truck, and some girl's looking at me, and she goes, "Do you have $1? I'll give you a blowjob." And I says, "What?" She said, "If you give me $1, I'll give you a blowjob." I says, "Here, I'll tell you what. I'll just give you 5 and just take off." So I gave her 5. I just go. I'm married. I don't want nothing to do. I couldn't believe that. She was a dope person. You can tell by her arms. I mean,
I
so,
can't believe you didn't take the discount. Anyway,
no,
go on.
$5?
yeah. Church card.
I mean, she probably didn't have any teeth, but that's why she could charge more.
You know what? She must
For
have
you.
because that's the truth though. I couldn't believe that
She loved you.
for a long time. Yeah. I couldn't believe that. I felt sorry for her. I mean, you could tell she went through hell. There will come a time when only those who know how to forge and grow will be eating.
That time, I reckon, will be pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been practicing growing weed for years, so I know how to grow some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you have today? I'm having soup of weed.
I did leave it vague as to grow what. I left that to the imagination.
Yeah.
That is true though. It's going to happen eventually.
Oh yeah, you just
But I'll
gotta
tell
have
you
some.
something.
When you think about it, somebody that knows how to grow weed can grow almost anything.
Yeah, hey, I'll tell you what. You know, weed's a pretty tough damn plant. You have to really be a complete flunky screw up to kill a weed plant.
Anybody want any tomatoes?
Oh yeah, we got those too. Tomatoes, eggplant, peppers, everything.
Just saying. Yeah, it's just. I'll tell you something though. What they're doing now to these seeds, like they're doing that corn at GMO, you
Yeah,
cannot replant them corns. You got to go to the factory to buy new seeds,
right. Yeah, they
which is
don't reproduce.
bullshit.
Yeah, yeah.
They
That's
won't
why
reproduce.
yeah, that's why there's no seed in the fruit or the veggie, right? It's
That makes
designed
sense.
not to have that. That's a Monsanto seed, and it's patented.
Good
If you
God,
didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's patented. So a lot of these agricultural farmers, they get licensed and bought through big loans, right? So they say, "Oh, we're going to set you up. We're going to give you, $1 million, $2 million to get started. Whatever. We'll buy your equipment and your factory and blah blah blah." You just got to follow the protocol in order to continue to be part of the franchise here, which means you got to use our seed. And they're under contract. If they actually don't repurchase and use the seeds from Monsanto, they could go to jail.
Yeah, hell, they're closing down 3,000 farms in the Netherlands, I think.
Jeez, oh man.
That's
Yeah,
what you get for
3,000.
signing a contract with the devil,
Yeah, the state or the government. Yeah.
Right. What are you doing getting in bed with Big Agra?
Yeah, hey, imagine that though. 3,000 farms from the Netherlands. They're just saying you're out of business. You're not growing anything anymore. Sell all your cattle and whatever you got. You're out of
Right.
business. Yeah.
Right. And what they do is they recoup that. All they're doing is they're a landlord. They're just kicking out the tenant and they're bringing in new, young, fresh meat that is naive to continue the agenda, right?
Oh yeah, they'll have some mutant friggin' animals growing on the farm after that.
Yep.
Ignorance of the law of nature will always bide. Well, bid one, no mercy. Always bid one, no mercy. I
Yeah,
understand ignorance of the law of nature will
no
always
mercy
bid.
for the ignorance.
That's what they mean. Bid is what threw me off. Always bid one for nature. I don't know.
Hey, so how you doing up there with your old governor rights?
We'll come back
She's
at
keeping-
you, that's for sure.
She's keeping quiet right now. She's up to no good.
Oh, good God. She's like the devil. When I see that lady on TV, I'm like, look at that evil biatch.
It was a rigged election. It was. I know it was.
Been the
Yeah,
same
All
as
are,
always.
and they all have been probably since inception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Just
going
about
on.
the
Boss Tweed started all that stuff back in the 1800s in New York City.
Even if they weren't rigged, though, you're voting on a ruler. Why?
Yeah, and to actually go out and vote, you're legitimizing the whole system by participating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You are the system. You are the reason. You are the life, breathing the life into the delusion.
Yeah.
Without
I
that,
think people are starting to figure that out. Yeah.
they are. They definitely are.
something's going on.
Right. At some point, cricket gum only goes so far. Seriously.
This cricket gum starting to taste like frog. Okay, it's your turn, 12B.
I'm going out for a
Lazy
smoke.
sod.
Culture is not a natural development of human nature. You want to read it, Gavin?
Go ahead, Rights. You want to read it?
I got shafted again. Culture is a natural development of human culture. It is a controlled and formulated development done internationally,
Intentionally.
excuse me, by design. I knew something was wrong there. By design at the expense of and the trade of natural development of human nature. So cleverly disguised, the victims of this culturization are clueless to these obscenities, obviousness to the point they advocate for it and even beg for it.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read this one
Shit,
as it's
I
meant to be
butchered
said.
that one. Go on.
It's okay because it's a little long one. Culture is not a natural development of human nature. It is a controlled and formulated development done intentionally by design at the expense and in trade of the natural development of human nature. Is so cleverly disguised, the victims of this culturization are clueless to this obviousness to the point they advocate for it and even beg for it.
That's true. That is very true. We're so relying on government. We want more.
I want my
So,
America.
Hmm.
please, sir, may I have some more?
More? More? You want some more?
Eddie, what is going on with Ireland? Are they pissed off at your government or no?
I was actually one of Fagin's boys in that play in elementary school.
Where you
What,
at?
Ireland?
Yes. Chad was quoting what Oliver. That's the name of it. Oliver.
Oh, Oliver, yeah.
Yeah.
Uber twist.
All right, I'm going to let you guys stop for a minute. I'm going to make my coffee and I'll be right back.
I was the night
So, yeah.
watchman that finds Bill Sykes, or not Bill Sykes' body, the girl's body.
Yeah, I don't know much about that Oliver Twist, dude. I think I've seen him on TV a couple times.
Miscellaneous person in a bar.
I forgot about that play. I
thought
remember
that
the
was
songs
Scrooge.
now.
Yeah, I thought that was Scrooge, Oliver Twist on Scrooge.
Same author.
Is it?
Charles Dickens, yeah, same author.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Interesting.
Imagine that. I almost got something right. Holy sheep shit.
I'm still working on it. I'll get there.
Oh, God.
You give me hope, 12B.
Thank you. I try. I try my best on a daily basis. Yeah, it's just a friggin' crazy what, we're just trying to hold the fort down here and prep the best we can because we know the shit show's coming.
I'm pumped. I'm excited to be in this time more than ever.
Yeah, yeah. It's what we were born for, this is our time.
Yeah.
It's definitely been interesting. Like, especially for myself with everything, I've done in the past year, even just blows my little East Coast brain away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a trip, I'll tell you. Yeah.
I'm excited, but there's one factor that I am nervous about. The robot machine takeover thing. That one is a little freaky that I need to still work on to solve somehow. Hopefully. But other than that, the rest of the equation is really
I thought that was the Fruity Sands. To figure out.
I don't answer questions.
I knew that was coming.
You won't You won't get there. I've learned the art of deflection from people like the Chad guy and some other people. I worked on it. I got good at that.
You good, well, grasshopper.
Hey, we're on early tonight. It's only 1:00 here on the East
Right?
Coast Corp of the United States. Yeah, it's early.
It's only it's only 10 p.m. here on the West. I'm like, this is breakfast time.
Yeah. I know most of the time it's about 5 a.m., you know, when we're all up here talking.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I jumped on YouTube tonight and saw you guys up.
I saw you where Wrights was going live, and I just said, I'll see what Wrights is yammering about tonight. And I was one of the first ones up, so
I was busy plugging away, making some trailers for the Tidbit series, and thinking that Wrights hadn't been on live for. I was wondering, is it just me, or it's been some days he hasn't been live? And all of a sudden, my bell showed he was there like 10 minutes later.
Right. Hey, do you see this FTX guy? They're softballing the guy. They're trying to make him look like a victim now.
Who's that?
That kid that was in charge of that cryptocurrency exchange.
Oh, the one that just got shut down or whatever?
Yeah, the one that like $8 billion disappeared overnight.
Right. And he was like investing the funds and shit or whatever.
Yeah, he did a couple of like banquets and stuff with the big timers from Hollywood and the government.
Right.
And,
Right. He had everybody fooled.
Yeah, they're trying to make him look like a victim. You know, he stole $8 billion, but they're like, he's just a poor kid. He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, right.
I just accidentally came into $8 billion and played around with it.
Yeah.
You know, that was just a fluke, and you know.
Oh, good God, dude! They said he robbed like 80,000 customers. Yeah, it's bigger than Enron. Remember Enron with Bernie Madoff?
Yes.
Yeah, this FTX thing is much bigger than Enron.
It's easier in the digital world, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because now you just got your software. The numbers aren't to the equation anymore, you know.
Right.
Could be millions.
Yeah, they were just money laundering, you know, that's all.
Right.
Yeah, just part of the system.
That's the thing, you know. There's here, let me put it this way. There's 1,000,001 different ways to make $1 million, and not one of them are ethical.
Yeah.
Every one of them is a scam. Because the system is a scam.
Oh, it's brutal. It's designed to fail. I'm seeing that.
It depends what you mean by fail. It's designed to fail he who depends on it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the source.
But,
yeah, the source. Yeah.
But if that's its design, then I would call it a complete success, because that's exactly what it's accomplished very clearly, without flaw, its intended purpose.
Yeah, they're turning the screw pretty good nowadays too. Everywhere you look, you know, it's not just one or two situations going on that's shady. It's everywhere now.
Yeah, because it has to be. People, are in survival mode more than ever, and it gets further and further to the point where it's like people are going to have to look at the loaf of bread and say it's him or me, and I'll chop his head off.
Yeah, just go back to being the animals that we really are.
Right. Here is freedom in a nutshell. He who has the faster draw has the most freedom.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yep.
Yep.
to have the fastest draw, you have to have all of your anything that could be in the way of that speed, which could be morality. That's how narcissists think, right?
Oh yeah.
They could care less about that because they're in survival mode themselves. They're ultimately dependent, and they're in the most state of fear because the way they think through their indoctrinative training is it's very much, it's beyond atheist, right? It's like, if we don't survive, there is no other chance. So it's kind of a combination between the Satanist, occultish, majestic, magic type of philosophies, that there's certainly legitimacy to that, no doubt about it. Energy is magic. In combination with atheist philosophy, which is there's no second time around, there's nothing. Even though they know energy can't be destroyed, or created, they know that, yet they still have this like ideology that and live in an incredible fear state that if I don't prolong the inevitable, which is to somehow turn this finite shell that I live in or whatever into an infinite shell, then I'm done. Can you imagine the I can't even fathom what it would like to think like that ever.
Yeah. We
You
had
know,
to
to
get
be that afraid that you're willing to do anything without exception because you feel like you have nothing to lose, including like plugging yourself into this cybernetic matrix thing right into your brain or whatever, and do anything without question. Moral, to them, back to that fastest draw thing, to them moral compass is just an obstacle to living and survival. That's the way they see it, right?
Well, hey, if it's good to know if famine really does hit, you're going to be grilling up one of your relatives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll be picking the weakest one, and he goes on the grill to support the others.
That's right.
Yeah.
I propose that we kill predators until all predators are gone, and then we all turn vegan.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's about the only semblance of a sane plan left that we can think of.
Yeah, I mean, there were famines that went on, over in Ukraine and Russia, and I mean, it's going to get rough. For sure.
For those who are irresponsible, life is always rough.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah.
That's the part of the equation a lot of people want to neglect, right? Which is I had somebody, no names mentioned, who said sometimes I often have this kind of a blame the victim mentality. You're not a victim anymore when you keep going back to your oppressor for more and begging for it.
Yeah.
Right? You're not a victim. So that's why I have no sympathy for stupid. None whatsoever. If you don't want to take some responsibility for yourself and, at least do something to move in the direction. Maybe you don't know what it is. Fair enough. You don't know what to do. I was in that boat. I can relate. I understand. But to close off to the idea and just say, no, I don't care. What do I need to think like that for? I got a grocery store down the street there's always going to be healthy, delicious food over there. That's good for me because we got this thing called law or regulation that's going to protect me from anything that's going to harm me. And I got a laundromat on the other side. Everything is good and rosy and dandy.
Uh-oh, incoming.
Shit, I unlocked my nuke keys.
Yeah, there's not two people turning keys here right now, is there?
Hey, Hey, nude, don't worry. Don't worry. I blocked the passcode again.
Yeah, I feel
Had you-
safe now. Do you guys concur? We're all safe. Don't worry, Chad's got us covered.
Oh yeah. It's like right
Thank
now.
you, Chad. You're the man, buddy.
Thank you. Now, the only problem with this is he thought I gave him the real passcode.
Damn you, guru!
He's sitting there looking at the nuke coming straight at him. Damn you!
Oh yeah. If you see a nuke go off, just run towards the light. That's the best thing you can do. Run towards it.
Fast as you can, too.
Yeah, just run right towards it. Don't run away from it. Run towards it because you want to get that part of it over with pretty quick.
You sound like me.
Ah, dude. Hey, imagine 3 or 4 days later dying of radiation poisoning. You're bleeding through your eyes and your ears, and that'd be great. You bleed out of every. Yeah, you get.
My dumb luck. I wake up the next my dumb luck. I wake up the next morning. I'd be 7 feet tall, muscular, and green, and want to kill anything in sight.
Oh God. Yeah. Hey, you bleed out of every hole in your body. That'd be fun, huh?
Well, they always wanted me to have colonoscopy over at the VA hospital.
No wonder why our healthcare and premiums are so expensive.
Yeah.
Hey, they tried. My doctor tried to get me to do that about a month ago. I told her to take a hike. I says, just send me one of those little tests where you do a little swab, and you send it into them.
Oh, what do you call that damn thing?
Stool sample.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's if you got colon cancer.
Yeah, that's just to see if you're positive for blood, if you have anything going on.
Well, I'll tell you something. When I was at VA, I says, boy, your blood level, your iron is low. I says, really? And I could tell because I was falling asleep constantly. Even at the wheel, I had to wake up. My wife would, hey, wake up, you okay? I'm, yeah, all right. Not knowing what was going on. Well, then I found out I had iron deficiency. Well, says, well, you might be bleeding out of your rectum. And I said, well, my blood doesn't, my shit doesn't look that way, Well, you need a colonoscopy to find out what's going on. So I get a colonoscopy, the third one, and they never said nothing about it, So I looked at him, I says, well, what was the result? Oh, you're fine. I said, what does that mean?
They sent you home with a tissue and a cork and said, call us tomorrow for the prescription.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they never said nothing about the blood. And that went on for like 2 years. And then all of a sudden it corrected itself. But they never said anything about, the blood, if there was anything in there. Bastards. Yeah. But it corrected itself. They gave me iron pills for a while,
Yeah.
Never did find
those
out.
iron pills. You take those iron pills, you'll shit green.
It's true. You do. You're right. I look like the Hulk.
That's pretty much anything you eat. You're gonna, it's gonna be that color.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you something. I had two, not one, but 2 New York strips, and I'll tell you what I paid for it. My buddy's not used to eat to solid foods. I'm used to lettuce and everything else, Wow.
Yeah. What were y'all cramped up?
Let's put it this way. I had to run to the bathroom fast. Whoa. And I mean, it was something. Yeah. I went, wow, never had that before. Then it dawned on me, I ate that meat. Whoa. So
yeah, I bet your wife really appreciated that one.
Oh, well, we got an exhaust fan, thank God. and the heater. It melted the fan, but yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's a great visual. You in the bathroom with a little portable heater right next to you, fogging it out, man.
I even got a bidet. No, I don't. Not really. But yeah, I do have an exhaust. But yeah. So yeah, I paid for that one.
I think we
Oh,
all
you got something
had.
else? Well, hold on here, Gordon. I didn't see you had that. I was having a cigarette.
Oh no, we're just waiting for you. That's from before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Humans tend to domesticate and selectively breed both animals and plants for the purposes of greed, money, vanity. So overly entrenched these gross activities that they don't even recognize the same thing is being done to them for the same reason. Wow. For the same reasons. Ooh. Wow. Human centers, I gotta read. Yeah, that's right. It's true. Well, that. Where do you get these quotes? It's amazing you come up with this stuff. You know that? You got
My
the ability for that stuff.
my brain works or something. I don't know.
Well, that's pretty good. your brain,
Kind of weird.
your brain works. Wow.
I can't figure it out either. It just happens.
You know, one time I used to write this way and speak this way, but now, fuck no. Now I just talk ghetto trash.
No,
Oh,
I'll tell you. You know, it's a good question. Interestingly enough, of course, it's life experience, but when you get to a certain point with health, you start having, uh, well, I guess natural abilities that were kind of dormatized, but are always there in all of us. They start to flourish, and intuitive and uh, epiphany type abilities, if you will, happen to me all the time now, but more selectively at certain times of the day. First thing in the morning after I do a routine of meditation and certain other things, once I come out of that and I start to kind of start the day or whatnot, my mind is very in a state of sort of neutral calmness, and so it's in tune for a lot of information. And the brain is very much actually like a receiver and a transmitter. And so I just chalk it up to that, is that my brain is receiving information that's already there. I'm not even, I don't have a claim to owning anything, or that's all fiction, you know. It's just reality and truth that I'm able to see because there are less things that are hindering my ability to do so. That's really what it is.
which reminds me, so I don't forget. I went to Meyer's store. It's a grocery store. All right. It's a used place. And I was in the vegetable section and I happened to see finally, ready for this? Dandelion weeds. I went, ooh.
Did you pick some up?
Guess what? I look. Well, what happened was they had the name on top, but then when you looked at the bottom, there was no name to them. There's, it's just plants. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
almost look the same. I'm looking at the picture. I'm looking for the plants. And I stayed there for 20 minutes. I let my wife walk away, and I'm looking. I said, "What the hell?" So I finally got a hold of somebody. Oh, they're out of season this year. I went, "Hey, just a bite."
Mm.
So I couldn't get any.
Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, if I start to think too much, I just do like 3 or 4 bong hits real quick, and that takes care of any thinking.
And the other part of the equation is you just maintain that throughout the rest of the day, and it's like everything just falls in place.
And that's what I do.
I understand the recipe.
Yeah. Once a
I
little
think we all
reality,
do.
once a little bit of reality creeps in, I just squelch that with a couple of bong hits.
See, to know and to live freedom, you must recognize and let go of every last one of the things that you keep distracted, entangled, and enslaved. Every last one of the things that keep you distracted. That is true. That is true. All right, I got it. That is true. like the government. It pisses me off about the government. I'm trying to tell people to get away from the government, but it still pisses me off.
Right.
I'm distracted about it, but I don't
Right.
want to see people get hurt like I did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I understand. It's true. It's true.
I understand that too as well. And you got to find that balance of where you're at peace with it, but it doesn't mean to neglect the truth and not speak the truth. There's a difference.
Well, it might be coming to an end anyway in 2023. You know what I mean? Like I said, when that day does happen, and I'm telling you, Guru, I'm going to go on there and I'm going to tell everybody out there, I warned you. And I wash my hands of you. That's it.
They'll be too busy eating each other to listen.
Yeah, it probably will be. Yeah, bitching. Bitching at first, then start
Right.
eating each other. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're going to have to complain about, oh, shit, I got to do my laundry now.
Yep.
Seriously. Mark
Yeah.
my words. That's what we're going to have to do. Fuck, man, I have to grow some food. That's why people don't, right? They're just sitting there, and it's just laziness. That's all it is, right? Just laziness. What do you mean? I got to get off my fucking ass now, and I can't watch twerk videos 24 hours a day.
Mhm.
That's all it is, right?
Yeah. No, it is. It is. Well, they say 19 to 25, they're still living with mama in the basement. Kids are playing their game, their videos.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't even working. Don't even try to work. There's all kinds of jobs where they say, you know what I mean? And I can't even work. I'd love to work. Well, that would get me, what could I, ooh. But these kids don't want to work.
I'm not even talking about the kids. I see a lot of adults, especially on YouTube, that are caught up in these drama things and whatnot. And to me,
Oh, yeah.
it reminds me of when I was in grade 3 and grade 4 and the peers that I wanted to have nothing to do with. Already at that age, I'm looking at them saying, fuck you guys. Sandbox was grade 2. I already graduated. You guys stay there by yourself, right? And
Yeah.
so the same mentality, it's like they still haven't grown out of that yet. They're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s doing this shit,
Well, you know why they're doing it? For subscribers. People love dirty laundry.
A combination of that, but again, they're distracted. They're distracted by the thing that's designed to distract them from taking responsibility for them.
True. That's true. I never thought about it that way. But yeah, you're right.
And they're choosing to be distracted. They don't have to. Nobody's holding a gun to their head, But it's a lot easier to play the blame game when you're distracted to make an excuse for yourself so you don't have to do your fucking laundry, right?
That's
Fuck
true.
you, mom. You're the mom. That's your title. Fuck you, nanny government. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to do this. That's why we have cops for. They're supposed to take care of crime. What the fuck? Really?
They ain't gonna do shit for you.
Criminals are supposed to take care of the crime for us. What kind of a lunacy idea is that?
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on right now. These we got a crime rate you wouldn't believe, man, what's going on in the United States. I mean, one guy walked in for the holidays, stole $36,000 worth of equipment, walked out. They didn't stop him. Cops didn't do nothing.
I believe it.
$36,000. That was computers and shit like that he's grabbing.
Yeah.
That we would even expect cops to do something about it is lunacy, because the cops are the criminals who are profiting from this, who need the crime to be there. Without that, they wouldn't have a job.
That's true.
What is so hard for people to understand this? They don't want people to govern themselves, because if they govern themselves, there's no need for them anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they're locking their items. I don't know. How about you over in Georgia? Are they locking their items now?
No, not yet. But they've increased security, down at Walmart and stuff. They've got rent-a-cops all over the place now.
Okay, because a lot of items are all like covered up now, plastic, locks on them and everything else.
Yeah, no, they just they have 2 people standing at both entrances, and all they got to do is push a button. Those doors lock, dude. You're not getting out of the store. They just wait till the cops come.
I'll be right back there, right?
Okay, yeah, don't go anywhere.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They just lock the entrance doors, and you're not going anywhere, man.
Well, that's slick. That's slick. Better
Yeah.
fight with them. Better fight with them.
Yeah, and then they just, the security guys just stand there and look at you and say, "Hey, stupid, the cops are coming."
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting bad.
Yeah,
Here's the new.
there's still a lot of decent people around down here, So
Well, you know what though? I blame it on the corporations for the, if they would have said something with the government, but they didn't, they deserve what, let them steal everything they want. Let them burn it down. I could care less.
hey, we'll put it this way: around here in North Georgia, you pull a gun out somewhere, you better watch out because you might have about 10 or 15 pointed right back at you.
That's the way it should be. That's
You
the
know
way it
what I'm
should be.
saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of people just mind their business and keep their mouths shut around here.
Some asshole, and that's my wife calmed me down, but he was on the right side of me on the lane,
Yeah.
and he took off. He went on the left side of the lane where I was at, ahead of me, and he stepped on his brakes. I almost hit the sun. Oh, was I pissed? Was I pissed? You dumb son of
Yeah.
a
I
bitch.
had a lady do road rage on me the other day. I think it was last Wednesday. She was behind me, zigzagging back and forth. It was a 1-lane road, man. She's trying to get around me, beeping her horn, flashing her lights. Finally, we get up to the stoplight. There's 2 lanes, so I pulled over to the right. She pulled up next to me. She wouldn't even look at me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled my window down and just looked over at her, and I had something on my lap in case it turned into something, and she wouldn't even look over. I said, "What is wrong with these people, man? They're gonna terrorize you, and then you get next to them, and they won't even look at you now."
Right.
Yeah,
How's it in
amazing.
Canada?
Yeah, couldn't believe it, man. She was totally in a rage, dude. As soon as that light turned green, she was gone like a bat out of hell. I say, "Good riddance to you, lady." Good God.
They're saying people are turning rogue really bad now. Their tempers really getting up, flaring up bad.
Well, at
Yeah,
some point, when you've been oppressed enough, you got to release it somewhere. I'm telling you,
yeah,
you can only pinch the knot so hard. Some people got to blow a bit,
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was a chick, 35-year-old chick sitting next to me that was road raging, trying to cut me off. Unreal.
That's a daily occurrence in the city I live in. That's everywhere you go. That's just normal, right? If you're not doing that, then people get road raged if you're not road raging enough here. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm a very defensive driver. I stay back, away from traffic. I let everybody have their distance, and people don't like that crap, man.
Right?
You do the same thing I
I'm
do.
with you.
Yep.
I'm with you. Totally. I mean, what's the rush, right? Sensible. I like to be alive when I get home. Yeah, but I saw it. I see people beeping at other people because the people in front of them aren't beeping and honking at the guy in front of them. They're not worried about the guy who's like stalled in front of them holding the traffic up. It's the people behind them that aren't beeping enough at the guy who stalled that they're pissed off at.
Yeah, it's amazing. They want to cut you off and get around you. And then, a quarter mile up the road, there's a stoplight there. It's
Right? Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yep.
They think that they're getting somewhere faster, and they cut you off, they pass, they speed, whatever, and you just trickle up to the same light with a big smile on your face, all nice and relaxed and chilled. They're sitting there trying to calm down, all shaking from speed driving. They're late to work, You got like some ska music going on. Hey man, we chill, man.
Oh yeah, I'm always baked as hell too. I'm always just looking around like, what the hell's going on now? I'm just trying to stay out of trouble. Yeah, because you don't want any encounters with law enforcement because you never know how that could end.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that, getting pulled over. I don't even want to talk to them.
No.
I got nothing to say.
Your first
Nothing.
your first principle in solving violence is avoidance.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
your number one tool.
Yep.
Avoid. And corruption.
Oh,
If you want to solve corruption, avoid it.
yeah. I avoid at all costs. Believe me. I don't need any added drama in my life.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. This is, I try to do the best I can. I had an insurance company, and because I changed my phone number and everything else, my new email, I wanted just to pay a bill. That's all I wanted to do. So I call them up. I give them my policy number, told my name. She says, "Okay, we'll give you confirmation on your phone." I said, "Well, I changed my phone number. I said, I'll give it to you." "Well, no, we can't. We'll just do it through your email." I said, "Well, that's been changed too." "Well, there's nothing we can do for you." I said, "Wait a minute." I said, "All I want to do is pay a bill. I'm not asking for information. Can't do it." I said, "I'll tell you what." I said, "Blow it out your ass." That's what I told her. I says, "I'm done with you. That's it." So I went to another insurance company. They charged me an astronomical for the insurance and the house insurance. This year they cut it down like $300 some dollars. This is bullshit. I mean, they should have done that in the first place when I first got the new insurance.
Yeah. When you first got the new insurance, that's when they should have gave you a good deal.
Yeah,
In the
Right.
beginning, yeah.
Right.
even bastards. I am pissed about that.
Yeah.
Insurance is a scam, anyways.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
Do you know that insurance is actually a cover word for gambling?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you're paying for something that you never need.
You're betting against yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Just like life insurance. You bet you're not. You're going to die, and you're betting you're not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they say there's been a 40% increase in deaths over the past year. I wonder what's going on there, huh?
Yeah.
Gee,
That's it. A lot.
I wonder what it could be.
Could be the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's the coof. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or this
Oh.
quote's. Sorry,
Oh,
go
you got
ahead.
another one. I'm sorry. I was looking on the ceiling. Okay.
Okay.
It's-
A few left, but it's all right. I like it how we just talk in between them and stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, it is so utterly easy in this day to rule over a mass amount of people. All you have to do is control the semantic by
Semantics.
writing. Semantic, thank you. Semantic by writing and dictionary they so dearly believe in and are eating from your palm. All right, let me try this one again. It is so really easy to say, rule people. Okay, got that. All you have to do is control the semantic by. That's true. That's true. Just like the Constitution, I believed it. You know what I mean? That's true.
Certainly. And it brings to another interesting thing. Do you know who actually has the most hand in implementing the ideology of public school?
I don't know what you mean. Who has?
There's okay, I'll put it this way. I'll give you a hint because I don't want to give you the answer. It's a family. There's a certain family who you could say was the most responsible for a couple of reasons for the implementation and instigation of this thing called public school, both in its inception and even today.
You mean it wasn't the government?
No, not as far as the
Rothschild?
inception and instigation. The Rothschild. That's right.
Really?
The Rothschild family is the biggest hand in that and still is as we speak. And I'm not even advocating that private school is better because private school is private school incorporated. It's just public school with the cover front to private, and it's even worse if anything. I've been to both. And it's just lunacy, of course. It's indoctrination 101, right? Take the kids away from their parents, and you don't educate them, you school them, right? But yes, it's the Rothschild. The Rothschilds are the biggest forefront in funding the ideology behind public school. And then, of course, the Gates Foundation is the right hand to that, with all the libraries and whatnot, to make sure that all the computers, the free resources get into the hands of people so that they can become addicted and dependent on it, right?
Dirty, rotten bastards. I didn't know that. You know, this rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper. It just doesn't stop.
After all this research, I've only hit the tip of the iceberg. Fathom that one. Fathom that one.
Rothschilds. Yeah, they're into a lot of shit. I didn't know they were in school, though. Started it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before
what
that, it was more just homeschooling and families that. And I'm actually glad there's a movement that this is getting big again for people who are fed up. There's a movement in the private world that already people are doing what's called unschooling or home educating, not just at home, but as well in more community-based things. So they have their own little private societies and communities, and they work in cooperative fashion, and they go sometimes in groups together for the purpose of the children having social interaction and learning with building blocks and some of the fundamentals and stuff like that, all supervised by the parents, not sent away to some fucking strangers that you don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know about, during my time, schools were okay. I mean, other than they did indoctrinate you, like the government, pledge allegiance to the flag.
They weren't okay. They weren't. They weren't as harsh maybe as now, but they weren't okay.
That's what I mean. That's a good word putting it. They weren't as harsh. I mean, it
Yeah.
just wasn't that total indoctrination. You can't say this, you can't say that. You'll offend this person. You offend No,
It depends, though. I mean, in some ways, they were actually worse. Like I endured in the last couple of years before they took it out of the equation, where if you got out of line, if you chewed bubble gum and stuff like that, they would come and depending on the teacher, if it was a nun and she was a real bitch, you stood in front of the chalkboard, you wrote a couple lines on there, she pulled your pants down and whacked you with a ruler, or you put your hands on the ledge of the chalkboard, and they whacked your knuckles 10 times in front of your students, right? Or they stuck the gum on your nose and you wore a dunce hat in the corner for half an hour, right?
Yeah.
I still got the hat as memorabilia. Right?
You're wearing it right now, aren't you, there, Guru?
I learned the value of chewing with my mouth closed.
Yeah.
So I mean, in some cases, some ways it's worse, but there's a lot of other things that forget about the curriculum and stuff like that. That it doesn't. Regardless, it's the systematic approach. All of it is very much against, and always has been, the biological clock of the human being and its natural function. So the idea that you have to get up against your natural time that you need to when you're fully rested, that alone is a traumatic psychological, very trauma-based harm that's caused every time you do that to yourself, And this is what you do in the corporate world every single day. You have to get up to an alarm clock. You're being trained and programmed to run a corporate lifestyle against your body's requirements, and it starts at such a young age before you're even developed. At the age where you need to be at your most biological, natural, and anatomical alignment, totally just resting when you need to, getting the proper nutrition when you need to. All of that is stripped of you. And replaced with this curriculum that you have to go against the clock when they tell you to go to, regardless if you're tired or not, and you have to sit there and obey and listen to what they say for 8 hours a day. Just that alone is
bad, Guru.
Bad Guru, right? Bad Guru.
Hey, he's on the soapbox. He's ranting. Let him go.
There's nothing healthy about a cult. Nothing.
Oh shit. I'm telling you, growing up in the 60s, everything was nice back then except for Vietnam. We were nice and warm in our propaganda and
Like the 50s. Yeah. 50s were
yeah.
great. These kids don't realize what they. Oh man, I mean, the government's just putting it to them now and putting it to us.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, the faster and the harder that they turn the screw, the more people are waking up. So
Kind of funny how the further you go back, pre 70s and 60s, you start to get where self-sufficiency holistically was still your more common way of life. You had to. It wasn't practical to do anything dependency-wise, relying on the government like you can today. There wasn't always food in the grocery store all year round. If you didn't have a garden in the 50s, at least you might have starved your family, that season or something,
Yeah, we had
so
yeah.
right. So I mean, it was just more practical to have, homeschooling, right? You let you and the aunties take care of it while the husband is off in the coal mine or whatever, So you don't have to go back that far to see that, this is really kind of more of a late evolution of the cult, and look at the results. Look at the fucking results. You got 8-year-old kids now that all they can think about is who's going to be the best twerker on TikTok at 8 fucking years old. Are you kidding me?
yeah, I know.
That's not because, that's not coming from the generation that I was born in and above. That's coming from, the curriculum that's in the public schools right now.
Well, they're trying to get rid of.
When we were kids growing up, when we were kids growing up, if we got a hold of a Playboy magazine or a Penthouse, we were big timers.
Right.
Look what these kids now, they just pull their phone out, what they can actually look at,
Right. Yeah, it took work to score something.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to steal it from somebody.
I'm still holding on to those Playboys. They're worth something today.
Yeah, you had to find somebody that had a dad that had a Playboy collection or a Hustler collection.
For me, it was my grandpa. Yeah.
Yep. Steal a couple.
He was already dead, and my grandma just left the boxes in the cellar. I found them. There was about 30 boxes.
Wow.
I bet you went through every one too, didn't you, you little pig?
Playboy, Penthouse, and Hustler. I knew the names like the back of my hand.
And you
Yeah.
did them just for the articles, right?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
I don't know what
the cartoons.
Then I turned 14 and I figured I can make some money taking these to school.
Hey, look, teacher. Show and tell.
No wonder why those teachers were beating the shit out of you.
No, they were the ones buying them from me.
Wow. Yeah.
Actually, my guidance counselor, he caught me reading. I went in my parents' drawer one time, and I found this this comic thing. My parents were kind of notorious for collecting funny stuff. If it was sometimes even sexual or whatever, they would just collect anything that was humorous. The fart book, or So they had this collection of the Fuckstones magazine. And so it was the Flintstones, but perverted, right? And in cartoon form on paper. So I found this and I'm cracking up, and I took it to school. And this is a private Catholic school, high school, grade 9. And I took some of my friends and I started reading it out. I don't know what I was thinking to read it out loud. I guess I was just so excited to show my friends this. Next thing, my guidance counselor, he's down the hall. he overheard me saying this, right? He's like, "Go get in here. We gotta have a talk." And so he's looking at it and he's all mad or whatnot. He's like, "We're gonna call your parents. We're gonna get you in trouble or blah blah blah." And I said, "Go ahead. They're the ones that I took them from."
Yeah, good luck.
Right? I wasn't worried in the slightest. And he did call my parents, and this was the one time I didn't get grounded or get a talking to when I did something wrong. It was ignored completely. Go figure.
I wonder why. Yeah. That's too much.
Yeah, but it's kind of scary when you think about it. That kids can just pull their phone out and pull up anything. It's I don't know what to say about it really.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know that? Just Google. If you go on Google Images, it's got about every porn thing you can think about on there.
Oh, I'm
Did
sure.
you know that?
They say if you do that, you get viruses.
No, not on Google.
No.
If you go on porn websites, yeah, that's been like that for a long time. And there's typically viruses loaded into porn sites, other sites as well. But just on Google Images itself,
Right.
it's Google server. You go into Google, when you type in the search, at the top you've got a bunch of different things for selections. The all category, the videos category, and then the images is another category. If you go into images, it's a pervert's haven on there.
Yeah.
Dear, do you want to do me a favor? I'll get the bag of pistachios.
And when I go on there, I just log in Rights for Vets.
No wonder I'm getting nuts in my head.
Oh yeah. Hey, how awesome is that? My new username on Pornhub is going to be Rights for Vets.
Why not? Everybody else does it to me. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh,
I already registered.
Thanks, yeah.
I beat you to the punch, though. I already registered that.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Rumble. I tried to get on Rumble.
Yeah.
It's a $39 prescription a month.
For the streaming?
Yeah.
That's a bit pricey.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a subscription, $39. Whoa. A month? Damn, man.
That's a bit pricey. That's only for streaming, though. I mean, you can still do like everything else that you can do on YouTube as far as like channel wise, to upload videos and all that kind of stuff. There's no cost to that.
You can upload videos, but you can't stream. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that one then. Okay. Yeah, it's tough. When I see $39 on. Ooh.
When you do it, actually, I think you're gonna like when you get used to it. It won't take you long. Rumble is so what I like about it the most is the ease of use of the platform. It's the least amount of glitches and most intuitive.
Now, can you
Yeah,
play?
I was over on Rumble today. I watched Redacted. They were on from 5:30 until 7.
Yeah, that's what got me started with the Leon Musk when I seen that. Can you play music with that?
With what?
Can you play music in Rumble, or is that a copyright?
No, that's one of the benefits of Rumble is currently the censorship is almost none. It's not very much.
So I can play my music then. My music.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because this music sucks in YouTube. I'm tired of it. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think they're doing the copyright thing as far as I know. Like as far as unless if you're claiming some kind of monetization ownership off it or something like that, then they might. But again, I don't even know for sure. But I don't see any concerns about that type of stuff at the moment.
All right. Now,
and if I'm wrong, let me know. I'll learn something.
I'm kicked out. Hey, after guru, yeah, I'm kicked out. Oh, okay, I won't do it then. Thank you, rights.
Well, you were the one you wanted to sign up to be on the front line. I'm just,
Somebody signed up to be the guinea pig. Hey, so you're gonna be the guinea pig.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be the guinea pig. Yeah, I always. Yeah, I got something here. We're going to go in the back room. I got to show you guys something here for a minute.
Okay.
This is
All
going to
right.
make. Hold on, here's going. Okay, we'll tell everybody goodbye because ain't nobody out here anyway.
Nobody watches race events.
Do we even have any viewers? Let's see.
No. We will
No.
eventually.
Only ones that are the viewers are the ones that are up here.
Yeah. It says 0. Yeah.
We are our most loyal fans.
Yeah. Well, the problem is nobody wants to hear my blunt discussion about government.
Join the
I
club.
don't. Yeah, I could care less. It's going to happen, and they're going to like, whoa, I should listen to the fat man with the mustache. Anyway, does anybody want to say anything before we take off?
Yeah, hey, over on Rumble today, I was watching Redacted. They had 25,000 people on their live stream.
Oh, God. They got kicked out of YouTube for a week.
Yeah, that's why they're going to use Rumble now.
Yep.
They're at the beginning of their show, they're on YouTube and Rumble, but then they shut it down halfway through and they just go to Rumble because they can't talk about a lot of stuff, on YouTube.
Eventually, something's going to happen to YouTube. They're screwing themselves over.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they're going to pull the plug, I know I go to Odyssey, Brighteon, Rumble, BitChute. I go all over the damn place, so I could care less what YouTube wants to do.
You guys gotta maybe realize a little bit what the purpose of YouTube is.
All right, we're listening. What is it?
It's a psyop program.
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand. Oh.
It could care less about profit. It's actually been running on a deficit for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
And the true runners of YouTube is actually the CIA.
Exactly. They started it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
So this is where they can monitor to you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tracking, it's monitoring, it's also getting people used to the next. The reason why they call it YouTube is because it's to tube you. It's to take the last version of television to the next step, where they're actually, if you haven't noticed, see what they couldn't do with the television is they couldn't actually get pinpointed to whatever it is you were focusing on for selling purposes, right? They could only control your appetite for what they pump into your brain for what to purchase and so on and so forth. But with this is the next level of direct communication where you can actually be heard and listened to and watched. So at the moment that you're looking for something, isn't it just convenient that you get the commercial for it on YouTube? That's not an accident.
Yeah.
That's by design, right?
I'm glad you told me that. So now I know what to look forward to.
And it's going to turn into the next level of it, which just modern day television in the next format where everything that you do, that's why the censorship is there. They're controlling the entire narrative and they're getting you to be the government next without you actually realizing it. Guess what, folks? You're censoring yourselves.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Yeah,
they sure getting like us, are they? I hate the government. I do.
And they're getting you used to. It's a conditioning thing. They're getting you used to the next form of government, which is they've been doing the same thing with all the digital forums. Like PayPal was the same way. They started and got people used to it. It looks like freedom. Oh, I can just don't have to worry about going to the bank anymore. I can send money to whoever in 2 seconds, and there's no fees. Now it's like, if you even move something for 10 cents, they take $10 and hold it for 8 years. That's the new form of government. Well, on YouTube, it's the same thing. Haven't you ever noticed that it really doesn't matter what the TOS is? There's only one thing in the TOS that you need to know. Only one. They make the final decision. That's it. That's the only thing you need to know. And there you have it. That's the modern form of government.
Well, I'll tell you something. If I get into Rumble, then I'll be getting out of YouTube because I got a lot to say about the government. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like hindered what I can't say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you go over to Rumble, just let us know. We'll follow you over there and come on the live stream.
Appreciate it, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I
we get
will.
some people.
Anyways, I'll stalk you.
Yeah, YouTube is
Follow you
just
over
small
there.
in the game. You know, there's lots of other platforms, and the internet itself, if you know what you're doing, is a free reign. So, except for the pay to get access part, which is ways around that too, but that's another discussion. But putting that aside, it's not hard to have our own platform. It's not. People think it is, but it's actually pretty easy.
I don't know. I'm having
And
a hard time.
I'm making one, and I'm not calling it that I'm making it. It's just going to be there, and when you're on it, you're not going to get censored. In fact, the only thing that's going to be censored is censorship.
Yep, that freedom of speech, I'll tell you.
That's what we should have. That's what we should have more of, freedom of speech. Without freedom of speech, you don't have
Right.
freedom at all. Nothing.
And we have it by default.
Dangerous. It's dangerous.
Right. And we have it by default. You don't have it when you're operating on a private platform. And that's why we don't have it here, because this is a private platform. And we can't complain about that. It's lunacy to even think about complaining about that. We're agreeing to be on somebody else's platform. They did the work. They made it. They're the ones who know the software code. They're the ones who are running it. We can't complain about that.
Yeah.
And they're not hiding they're upfront about it too. They tell you very literal that at the end of the day we have the final decision. So you can go fuck yourself.
That's
if you
true.
want to be on our platform, that's the terms and conditions, and that's absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. There's nothing unfair about that, or immoral, or unnatural about that either. I'm totally in favor of that. That being said, there's a whole ocean of room for us to make our own platform and do things the way we want to. If there wasn't, they wouldn't be able to do that.
This is true. It's just
true.
totally different. Whatever. Yeah, I understand. I'm not an anti-camper.
And that being said, while that's being made, we're still using these platforms, and as much as I think it's fair, and I'll sound like a hypocrite for this, fuck your terms of service. I'm still going to say what I want to say on your fucking fascist platform. What are you going to do about it, right? Now, I wouldn't do that in somebody's house. I would respect that because that's healthy. This is still coming from fascist shitheads who want to have dominance and control over everybody, and I don't concur with that. Even though in their own house they have every right to do it as they please, as long as they don't force you to participate, right? So, but I'm still going to come out and say the truth, even if it says TOS, because they still have to do their fucking bots to censor that, and I'm going to make them. I've got 20 fucking accounts ready to go, and then I'll call it a day. And hopefully I got 1 million+ people by that time that I say, we go to Rumble, we go to this and that. Oh shit, I'm telling my plan a little too much.
Yeah, Guru, you're Guru. Great name.
No, I'm not, it's not an accident. I'm just getting to that point where I can say that now. That's part of my plan, actually, is to gather people on platforms where it's less free, and that's a problem. People are having a hard time, and I'm pointing. That's one of the things that I'm going to do, is point to the direction to, hey, freedom's over here. It's okay.
Well, that reminds me. Hold on here. Gannon, if he's still there. Chad and Guru, put your addresses on here, your link, so people will know who you are. If they happen to come up here.
1-800-hornybastard.com.
Damn, I'll sign up for that. My cup of tea. You too, Chad. Put your link on there.
On private or on YouTube?
On YouTube. Well, no, put it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'll pass on it for now because the fact is that I'm working my Chromebook and I don't have my mouse hooked up, but the pad, okay. I don't do it. So,
well, anytime you come up here, Chad, just put your address or your link up here, and so people know how to get a hold of you. I don't care. You know me.
I think Guru has my link.
Which one? YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm sub to, yeah. I could get it.
Yeah, I follow you on Facebook, Guru.
Yes, I remember now. I remember.
Yeah, I got you on
You
Facebook.
finding me on there.
Yeah. Yep, I'm CJ Bass on Facebook. CJ
That's right.
Bass.
I remember.
CJ Bass. Listen,
Yeah. Hey, I
At the moment,
terrorized my family on Facebook. They don't know what the hell to do with me. They think I'm out of my mind.
I'm on about, I think, 13 to 15 social medias with about another 30 or 40 potentials.
Wow.
Probably, I would say probably about another 10 might actually get the cut out of
I can't get on freaking Rumble. You're doing it, left and right. I wish I had the ability. I do. I get so
It's
pissed off at myself.
It's very time consuming to set up, but once you're set up and you're automated, then you're golden. It just
Yeah, but I
but
mean,
yeah,
I can't even get on Rumble. Shit, son of a guns. They got
gotta learn how to push buttons harder.
Old people have trouble with this technology.
That's true. Huh?
Well, I have compassion for you folks. My sites and whatnot. That's why I try and make the lettering bigger and stuff like that, and not too many things. Seriously, I was thinking to myself, actually, would this pass the rights test when I was writing my pages? Because if it can, then I'm achieving an objective. I don't want to rule people out just because they have a struggle with technology.
I do too. Yeah, I do that too. I'm like, I wonder if that fucktard writes will figure this out.
Good old Trophy comes through again. Good old Trophy. Yep.
We poke fun at each other's flaws.
What's that?
We all have technological issues. Like I said, I don't the little pad on the computer. I hate them. On a laptop, I hate those little pads. That's why I prefer to use the mouse. I don't have my mouse hooked up to this computer.
Oh, that's what happens to me. Yep, my pad.
I'm the same way. I don't use that stupid touchpad ever.
It's the only thing I got. All right, hold on. Did you put Chad's address up, Good? I'm
still grabbing it. Give me a sec here.
I'll get out of here.
Is that you on Twitter or a different link there, 12B? The one that you posted in a private there? That's something else, or?
Let me see here. Oh, that's something else. That's Russia tested a weapon today, a missile defense weapon. Thing is badass, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that new one they're talking about? They're going to show. Oh no. Yeah, they got a jet that cost over $1 trillion. They're going to show Russia.
Oh, the United States.
Yeah.
All it is one of those stealth bombers fancied up a little bit. It's nothing new.
They said they won't be able to track this particular stealth.
Yeah, that's bullshit. There'll be a missile going right up that thing's friggin' exhaust pipe.
$1 trillion. Jeez, oh man, that's a lot of money.
Friggin' the joke's on us. You hear something like that, all you got to do is just start laughing.
Yeah, for $1 trillion, yeah.
Yeah, friggin' $1 trillion. Yeah, we spent $5 trillion on Iraq and Afghanistan. Look what we got out of it.
Yeah, the shaft.
Yeah, nothing.
Just like this is going to happen in Ukraine. We're going to get nothing out of it but war.
Yeah, a bunch of dead people and veterans that are all screwed up,
You know what? I'll tell you, if they're smart, they wouldn't go in there. I tell you, I'd hide whatever it takes. I wouldn't go in the military. They kiss my ass. They want to go let the elites that started this shit go in there.
Hey,
Yeah, their families.
I tell
Some
people
people
all
got
the
to go
time,
in the military though to find out they shouldn't go in the military.
yeah,
Yeah.
hey, I have quite a few relatives that are younger, you know, in their 20s, early 30s. I tell them, you better get in shape. The draft is coming back.
Oh, I
Hey,
know they love you.
Oh, they get mad as hell. They're like, I'm not going to fight any damn war. I said, you ain't gonna have no choice, so just get ready. They just look at me like, oh, shit, this guy's a real jerk.
Oh, they got a surprise coming in first day of boot camp. Oh my God.
Oh, friggin' reality sucks sometimes. That's a fact. Yeah. It's like going to jail, you know, your first day in jail. That's always fun.
I mean, the first day of basic training, I said, "What the hell did I do?"
Yeah. And that's what happens that's what happens your first time in jail too. You look around and say, what the hell did I do now?
Wow.
Okay, link for Chad coming in about 15 seconds.
Okay, we got you, Chad.
Thank you.
Back at Cricket Gun, please.
I figured that out when I was in cadets. I didn't have to go through basic training. I was in cadets, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to go into basic training because it's 10 times worse.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I can say, it did make me to grow up quite a bit. Thank you, Guru.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to take off. Everybody, thank you very much for showing up. I'm glad you listened to me.
What'd you say?
Yeah, say it again.
Anybody want to say anything before I leave?
Save your fucking selves. We'll see you soon, folks.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. Good to see y'all.
Chad?
Later, I'll have and happy trails.
Gannon,
Yep.
if you're
Stay
there.
safe. Stay safe and keep your head on a swivel.
Eddie, did you fall asleep?
Even he likes your show.
I'll fill in for him. It's a mad, mad world.